targets, masons, serpents, slithering, heartless. Blue-collared fascists, doesn't matter the tactic as long as they kill you the fastest. Way of a slave, murder, massacre, genocide remain the other name. Balance to a natural death, caution with every step. Don't you ever forget the indigenous artifact. Indigo generation of the seventh artifacts. Our ancestors departed, heaven sent, dropped back. After the sixth sun, taking a mind after you take in position. These words of opposition are coming from a sister goddess of the flint. That fuck you better listen to the warrior spirits of wisdom. Wisdom.
Yeah, it's the Archivest, y'all. Exclusively interviewing Sista Hailstorm. And who is Sista Hailstorm?
Well, Sista Hailstorm's an underground original freestyler, graffiti artist from Los Angeles, California, home of the body bags since 1995, representing Lost Her Brains, Lost One, Lost Girl, however you want to see it. Started off, got caught up for all my graph, needed to make an escape route with the same Fordham rhythm and writing, and it became hip-hop. Turned in my freestyles into lyrics and verses and started rocking shows and keeping it all one with the elements of hip-hop, you know, and loving and respecting the almighty Zulunation.
And how is it being a member of the Zulunation in LA and the 206? And tell us what it takes to be part in the Zulunation.
Well, to become one and whole with Zulu, you basically gotta know yourself, know who you are, know the history of hip-hop, learn the history of hip-hop, never stop learning the elements and what we can create with the elements of hip-hop, and just be a true B-girl, be a true B-boy, be true to yourself, true to your roots, true to your music, and keep it all lyrically content skilled and filled with techniques and not just whammo, kabamo, lame lyrics that everyone says on a universal tip all day long on the radio station.
And tell us about being from the Lost Aslan and the hip-hop movement within it.
Lost Aslan's a place where we can't escape and we can't jump over. We got to go through. We got to go through our hardships. We got to go through our pains, our cries, our smiles, and survivals. And that brings us to the strong indigenous people that we are, to understand what we have to go through to see the light. We have to walk through that dark, and that dark is being part of Babylon society, a society that's a police state where they want you to be confined. But we breaking through all realms of creativity.
And before becoming an MC, you were inspired as a graffiti artist. Tell us your accomplishments as an artist that you have done in the art that you do.
Oh man, I used to tear it all up. Anything, bus stops, trains, walls. Never did mom and pop stores and never did trees. I always believed in keeping it humble and never fucked up anyone else's mural. But I caught my tags, caught my heavens, caught my landmarks. Until this day, I still got scribes running on the MTA.
And tell us about your family of Lost Aslan becoming the first native peoples to build your home from Arizona Avenue. The Archivest loves history. Nice to know.
Oh man, my family's migrated on my mother's side from Arizona, from Yuma and Nogales, migrated in the 20s to the 30s during the time of the Depression to East Los Angeles. Originally went to Watts, stood there for a couple years, gathered materials to build a home. And my great-grandmother, my Nana, rest in peace, found land on Arizona Avenue, which happened to be named after the place they came from, built a home in a place that was all Jewish society at the time, and became the first Indian-Mexican family to be in East Los.
And tell us about the importance with balance of life and music with the indigenous nations of spiritual warfare.
Wow. As you all know, we live in a modern society. You know, nothing can stay exactly the same the way our ancestors had it. But we can learn from our traditions, our customs, and our ways to keep ourselves alive and to never forget who we are, to never get lost in a society that's not made of our beliefs, our cultures, our customs, and our ways. So we stay true to our roots to remind us of all the horrible things that happened to our ancestors and how they fought to save and preserve those for our younger seventh generations of the revolution.
And the history of Under the Volcano Festival, what is your thoughts on the event and the struggle behind it?
I love it. I love everything that Under the Volcano stands for. You know, if it wasn't for the so-called border and invisible lines that they say we can't cross, I would have been here many more times rocking. But I'm just blessed to be here, part of Megan and all the brothers and sisters that did all their hard work to bring these artists with the same common ground, the same like mind, and the same way of expression through art, through social change. And that is Under the Volcano. And that is why I, Sister Hailstorm, representing the almighty universal creations and elements of hip-hop, stand one with Under the Volcano.
And what has been the best event that you've contributed or spectated in the revolution you have against anything?
Oh man, I got blessed to rock with KRS-One, open up for Dead Prez, Bahamadia, you know, Elvu, Omeka, all these local and big artists that inspired us as young people. And finally, as our skills grew and as we changed, we got the blessing to meet, because that's how true our magic in the elements of hip-hop were. That's what we are, MCs, artists, graffiti writers, b-boys, you know what I mean? B-girls, everything that makes us that real urban, indigenous, concrete movement.
And your discography, collaborations, and history, what's coming out? And
What's
let's hear
coming
what's
out?
from the history.
I'll give you a little secret. We got a crew coming out, you know. You've probably seen them earlier. It's me, my girl DJ B-Girl, representing B-Girl Media, and Julie C. We are Murder, She Wrote. And don't forget to check out Project Medicine Wills, PM Dubs, myself, and Pro C, Procreation.
And do you have any other albums out that we can take a look?
Right now I got an uncut raw mixes from 05 to 09. I got my first album, Halfway to Avenue 28, produced and created all in Seattle, Washington during my first trip. I'm on numerous compilations, Love and Fate through B-Girl Media. Don't forget, Think Tank, and just check it out. Google my name, y'all, Sister Hailstorm.
And what's the biggest crowd that you've rocked so far?
Oh man, the biggest crowd. Can I just say the loveliest and biggest crowds have been all crowds. You know what I mean? I can't put together just one crowd because there's been so many beautiful faces, so many supporters, so many haters. But I love my haters. You know what I mean?
And tell us anything that you've contributed to hip hop, for example, for different shows, or anything that's been really inspiring to you.
Well, besides me being an MC and doing my linguist through lyrical hip hop, I do traditional singing and dancing, and I pray. A lot of times I'll pray on stage and share that prayer with the rest of the audience, so we become one entity, one energy during the time of creation that we spend in the world. And that's what I share and contribute, besides my music, besides my expressions and my understandings and real life experiences, because all my music is real life. Ain't nothing fake, ain't nothing pretend. It wouldn't be if it was. It's my medicine. That's what I contribute.
And do you have anything else to add to our interview so we can know more about you?
I just want to say, know me for me, exchange with me for me, listen to me for me. My music has nothing to do with mainstream hip-hop influencing gold, money, clothes. It's beyond that. So all I can say is be true to what you listen to. And yeah, it's fun every now and then to get your little dance on in the club, but always go back to the true roots of hip-hop. One.
And do you have any shouts?
Shout outs to B-Girl Media, Project Mayhem, 206 Zulu, Los Angeles Zulu, Project Medicine Wills, you know what I mean? Gotta hold it down. And everyone out at the Under the Volcano in Vancouver, Canada, baby, stay up.
And this is the Archivest, and you already know the name, y'all.
Yeah.
Becoming one, people of the stars after dark. When we feel on locks, eating the strays like sharks. I stay posted, ready for battle, rat-a-tat-tat and all of that. PM Dub stay strapped like backpacks and acid and graph. Flesh, young soul, old like war clubs, reflecting war crafts. Documented after Wasichu, Mazungu, Trench Backer, invaded poison homes, mines and sacred lands. Construct robots like gay culture's a fad. Displaced, raped, twisted, never knowing the once beauty of two spirits that existed. Now you know, I just painted you a mental, physical, visual description. See what warriors still living. Set it off, let it rock the dome of the little dummy devil pet monkeys. Ready to stomp yards, rock scars, fucking up rock stars. Hip hop spitting 16 bars. Introduced, now you know who we are. Children of the sun, vandals on the run. Verbal killing, herbal smoking like a gun. Double barrel shotty, track blows to the body. The only way to rock a true crowd and a party.